What is up, everybody? Welcome back to All G's, sometimes All G's React. And it's time to talk about the song, the verse. Now, what I've stopped doing is trying to be first in these situations. Because when things happen, it's kind of cool to sit back and watch and let things play out, read some things, comments, you know what I'm saying, and just see the flow in which something is going down. So I'm going to be addressing a couple things, and I'm not finna keep y'all like that. It'll probably be as short as the verse itself, but I'm going to address a couple things involving it. Number one thing I've seen, the bum thing. Okay, if you believe the bum thing hits hard, then you grew up in gentle parenting. I'm sorry, that's just the way I see it. You see what I'm saying? To be able to, just because you say something and then everyone knows it's not true, J. Cole is not a bum. Just because you say something and everyone knows it's true doesn't make it hard. Okay? It really doesn't make it hard. Why? Because he doesn't want to wear what you all quote unquote believe is expensive clothing and jewelry. What? For real? So with J. Cole, it just reminds me when rappers used to be back out like in the early 90s and stuff like that, late 80s, they dressed like everyone else dressed. Somewhere along the lines, it got twisted and distorted. And you see now everyone's trying to wear designer. J. Cole doesn't do that. And I always loved him for that aspect because it just really reminded me of what rappers used to do back in the day, which they used to really be dressed how most people was dressed on the streets. So if you believe the bum thing hits hard, you need to ask some stepkids about how hard something hits because it really don't. Moving on. I'm going to address now the big three line. I hate to say it, but F a big three is just big me is not dope. Could have been. It really could have been. Unfortunately, because J. Cole is an elite MC, he covered himself when he even said the line. Big three, feel like we started a league, but right now I feel like I'm Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali. That means I feel like I'm the greatest. Yeah, we're in a league, but just like in a basketball league, there's a greater team. You play to be greater. So yeah, we're in this grouping, but at the moment, I feel like I'm the greatest. I feel like I'm the greatest. I feel like I'm Muhammad Ali. Okay? If he wouldn't have said that, let's just say if he would have just left the big three line and never said that, Kendrick's big three line would have really hit. Because then it would have been like him separating himself and being like, man, it ain't even about y'all. It's about me. Unfortunately, guess what? Cole had already said, it's about me. I'm the greatest. Bar can't hit hard if the other bar is covered. Sorry. What's up next? Strategically speaking, doing it on a Future song was actually genius. Because if you've heard 3 Future songs, you heard all Future songs. So doing it on a song where you know you're going to lyrically outshine the other person, period, is dope. As far as the beat goes, unfortunately, it's a Metro Boomin beat, and Metro Boomin sampled everything in that song. Now, if you're a young head and you don't go back into your old songs, you don't know that. You think it's hot, you think it's new. Unfortunately, I heard every single one of them beats a couple of times. So unfortunately, it wasn't really that impressive to me. Now, we got to talk about the Michael Jackson bar. Disclaimer, anyone who knows me, anyone who hits that comment section who's been on this channel for a while, you know I don't listen to Drake. I have no reason to defend Drake. I don't even like Drake's music like that. Actually, I don't like Drake's music at all. Never bought an album. Last song I downloaded, he was saying, "Now she want a photo. You don't really know though." That's a long song. That's the last song I streamed of Drake until First Person Shooter. So let's just remember, from that point back there to this point, and I only did it because Cole was on it. Okay? I covered the beef he did with Pusha T or whatever, but let me just be real. That's the last song I purchased on the stream. Back when people were saying YOLO to First Person Shooter. Now do you have that context? Saying Prince outlived Mike Jackson is true. It's a true bar. What does that mean? I really just want to know, because the Cole stand, I mean the Kendrick stands make it seem like it was like one of the best bars ever. I want to know what does that mean? You know the cool thing about getting old, and like some people like me, I like getting older. I love it. It means you've seen a lot of things with your own two eyes. When Prince died, they gave him a tribute. I watched it, actually. Okay? Don't get it twisted. Prince was dope. And to actually have a Prince and a Mike Jack actually at the same time was just a blessing in general. Okay? For everyone who was able to live through their entirety, you were blessed. Because that's creative genius. That's creative genius right there. Two of them. That's two of two right there. They gave Prince a tribute. It was a nice tribute. When Michael Jackson died, I sat in my home with other friends of mine, and we watched the world, countries we ain't never heard of, pay tribute to Michael Jackson. They gave the man parades in places I can't even pronounce. Prince outlived him. Don't mean you outshine his legacy, though. So what does that bar mean? Like, I need someone, break that down for me in the comment section. What does that mean? Are you saying you're going to live longer, but your legacy still ain't going to outshine Drake's? Let me be clear. I love Kendrick over Drake. But I need someone to really help me explain that bar, because I'm not seeing it, because I seen what happened when both of them died. I seen what happened when both of them died. When Michael Jackson died, Prince did not surpass his legacy. And before y'all come in here with the whole independent artist, whatever, boo, boo, blah, blah, if anyone has ever followed Michael Jackson, you knew that he did the same exact thing, except for he bought himself out. He bought himself away from those in power. So he was on the same tip about you owning your own stuff. So let's not throw that in there. All I'm saying is, I don't know how the stands took that and tried to blow it up like it was dope. Really, it wasn't. It was the same as the Control verse. It was okay. So what? And I feel like the Control verse had a way greater impact, because we had some responses to the Control verse that are just monumentally great. The responses was better than the Control verse. This ain't gonna do that. It's not that good. Sorry. Like I'm dead sorry. Not that good. But whatever. Get down with your boy in the comment sections. What did you think about it? Like I said, I wanted to wait, and I wanted everything to like peak out, and then I wanted to see how everything flowed from there. Now that everyone's out of the moment, and now everyone can like finally calm down and be like, oh, I just want to know if some of y'all came to y'all senses, because I had my senses during the whole thing. My brother let me listen to it, and he was like, "Man, he got cold with that one." And I said, "He really didn't know." I said, "Go back and listen to First Person Shooter. He really didn't know." Leave your comments down below. Like, subscribe, do whatever. I got a wild video probably going to drop later on this week, and it will probably get this channel removed. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know, but I'm going to throw it out there anyway. Something really wild happened. Your boy's Nixon.